Hey guys, Russell here. Got another video for you, and this one is going to be my favorite games on the Xbox One thus far. This is purely just my opinion, so this does not, obviously, this is not going to be the same with everybody, but these are some really good games that if you guys like my channel and feel that you have similar taste to I would definitely recommend picking up these games if you haven't already. And the great part is most of these games are pretty much dirt cheap right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This is in no particular order, and I'm going to include a couple of games together because they're series, so I just feel that they should just be done together. So the first one is included there, and that is Titanfall and Titanfall 2. These games, first-person shooters, mechs, meets Call of Duty. It really pioneered like the jetpack, wall run kind of stuff. Titanfall 1 is a great game, and you can pick it up for, I bet you can find it used for under $10. And it's so smooth. It's a great, beautiful game. Beautiful game. Does have a couple drawbacks. The story is pretty bare bones, if you want to call it a story. Online is there's still a fair number of people playing online. However, a lot of people have moved over to Titanfall 2, so keep that in mind. And I don't know how much longer the servers will be up. I would hope and would think that they'd be up for at least another couple of years. However, that's my kind of little warning there. Everything else with it is great. Man, I just can't say enough about it. It really pioneered it. It takes things that I love, fast-paced shooters, mechs, futuristic combat. It's great. And then moving on to Titanfall 2, which I think is probably in the $30 range. You probably find it for like $29 with your discounts and stuff. You could probably get it for maybe around $20. Titanfall 2. They addressed a lot of the issues with Titanfall 1, such as the story. There is a really great story here. It's between this new pilot and his new mech, and man, the dialogue and it really made me care about the mech. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But the story, really good. They really address the issues with the bare bones story of Titanfall 1. I do have to say one of the drawbacks of Titanfall 2 is I feel that the Titans, especially the online mode, are a little easier to kill, maybe a little too easy. I felt in Titanfall 1 it was just perfect. They felt durable, but yet still, you couldn't just stand there and just take bullets. So I don't know if they are planning on patching it in the future, leaving it the way it is, but that's my one complaint. Other than that, this is a great series, and as I said, they're both games are pretty inexpensive. Okay, moving on, and this game just came out recently, and I'm gonna probably talk a lot of bad things about the graphics and the glitches in it throughout some future videos. However, the story is so solid. I've already invested so much time in it, and that's Mass Effect Andromeda. As I said, the negatives is some of the graphics are just, especially facial animations, are pretty ugly. But that story, man, I don't want to give away a lot, but yeah, I'm inspired to do all the side missions. I've put about 26 hours into it right now. My cousin is at 50 hours. It moves Mass Effect into a new galaxy. However, you're still going to have a lot of familiar things, familiar races. Game mechanics are pretty similar to the second and third installment. They are refined, and I do like them. Another complaint, I guess, is, and spoiler alert right here, you only meet 2 new species in the game. However, those negatives aside, this is a must-have game. I picked it up on day one. I don't recommend picking up the deluxe edition. Just pick up the regular edition. The deluxe, I don't even remember what it comes with, but I haven't even used it yet. It's so inconsequential. It's not worth it. So on a Mass Effect, guys. Hopefully this is a new trilogy. Highly recommend you pick this one up. This one is still probably around the $60 range, but you can find discounts and probably get around 20% off. If you want to definitely get 20% off, as you guys know, Best Buy Gamers Club Unlocked, okay? Moving on, we've got Just Cause 3, and you guys have heard me in previous videos. This game is awesome. It's also super cheap right now. You can probably get it around 20, maybe even $15. Really cool game. It's like GTA with more guns, like military jets, a little more militaristic. Really cool game. I actually like it better than the GTA series. A lot of people give me crap about that, but I don't care. This is my opinion. If you guys have not played a Just Cause game, you got to give it a chance. And plus, it comes with Just Cause 2, so you can't go wrong there. That's an awesome game as well. So as I said, Just Cause 3, pick it up. All right, moving on here. We've got Battlefield 1. If you guys haven't heard about this game, I don't know where you've been, but Battlefield 1 is a beautiful game. Story's a little lacking, a little short. However, the story is very informative and historical. Like, I learned a lot of things that I didn't know about World War One. Really interesting. It left me wanting more. So my complaint is there just wasn't enough story. It's really cool because it takes you across a lot of different fields of battle, different areas. So it's not just one character you're following the whole time. Online, it's second to none. If you're looking for a first-person military shooter, I always think it's superior to Call of Duty. It's much more tactical. Of course, there's jets. Well, I mean, not in this one, but I mean, in Battlefield 4 and stuff like that, you have like jets, tanks, things like that. Here, it's tanks. You have blimps. It's so awesome, guys. I can't say enough about it. I just get so excited talking about this game. I've put quite a bit of time in multiplayer. However, since Mass Effect's come out, it has been getting neglected a little bit. So keep this in mind. It's still a little pricey right now because of how popular it is. I think it's like $49.99 at most places. But definitely a game to pick up. Another one that my cousin and I played a ton of, Mortal Kombat X. Really cool game. There's a Mortal Kombat XL, which I think is like $20 range, and this one's even cheaper. This one's probably like $15. But get the XL because it's got all the downloadable content, characters, things like that. I don't remember the story being particularly, good, but that's not what you get a Mortal Kombat game for. It was the player versus player, couch co-op, not couch co-op, but couch verse or online multiplayer. And practice before going on multiplayer because you will get destroyed. There are some pros out there. My cousin is pretty good with Scorpion. My favorite character on this one is Katana. I was kind of disappointed though that they did not have a Noob Saibot. That's my favorite character, and I dominated in the last game. But anyway, awesome game and well worth the money. Mortal Kombat X, guys. Here's a older game from Xbox One, but well worth it. This is probably one of the most colorful games I've ever seen on the whole Xbox line, including like 360 and the original Xbox. Really great game. Sunset Overdrive. It's an open world. It's zany. It's fun. It's so much that Microsoft has been missing, and it's a shame that this game didn't do better than it did. But I love it. I recommend picking it up. You can probably find it for around $20, even cheaper used. But great game. I really hope they do something else similar to this or a sequel. But I haven't heard anything yet. But if you have heard anything, let me know in the comments because I would be super excited if they ended up making a sequel to this. All right, next, Transformers Devastation. This is my favorite Transformers game. This is the old school 80s Generation 1 Transformers. Awesome. My only complaint is it's not long enough. However, at release, it's not a full price game. I think it was like $39. You can find it for $20 now. It's well worth it. I don't believe it has much, if any, of a online. Actually, it does not have any online at all, and that's another negative for it. However, if you are a Transformers fan, especially a Gen 1, like an old school one like I am, it's awesome. And the voices, I don't know if they're if it's voiced by the original actors, but whoever is doing it sounds just like the original. Next one and last before I get to my honorable mentions is the Division. The game has changed a lot since it was first released. This game is good for, I say, for the first 40 to 50 hours are awesome. It was a game that I thought about playing while I was at work and wanted to get home and play. They have not solved the problem of keeping people engaged afterwards. So just keep that in mind. This game is probably around $30 still. You can get it for cheaper used or with your discounts. So it's great. It's a third-person shooter, kind of like an RPG shooter mix. There's a lot of crafting and a lot of grind to it. So if that's your kind of game, pick it up. It kept me engaged for, like I said, 40, 50 hours. And to me, that's a really good game. Anyway, that is all for my, I guess, my top games of Xbox One. However, this is an honorable mention, this whole series here. And I got a stack of them. I'm missing a couple because the most recent one of The Walking Dead just came out. There's also one for Game of Thrones that I do not have. But as you can see, it's the Telltale series of games. And if you like story-driven games, these are awesome. And the great part is they're usually not full price, so they're usually start at about $39. And I have not played one that has not impressed me. However, I would say that the Walking Dead series is probably the best. Then I would say the Tales from Borderlands really surprised me. That one was awesome. Then The Wolf Among Us, that was really cool. A really cool take on all the fairy tales. And then, still a great game, Batman. There's going to be sequels to Batman for sure. And I'm not sure if they're working on a sequel for this one. And like I said, they just released another season 3 for The Walking Dead. And there's also a downloadable one about Michonne. I'm blanking on the name right now. But anyway, Telltale Games. Pick them up, guys. Anyway, that's going to be my video. I don't want to keep you guys here too long. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment below on your favorite Xbox One games because I really want to hear them. And as always, thank you for watching and game on.